This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones at tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Don't cut my Luca off like that.
Cuts himself off. Hello, welcome back. It's been a while to another episode of Legends of the Arrowverse. That's right. What's the special occasion? The series finale of Black Lightning. And some of the other shows, we had a big revelation on these ones. I am Phil. Joining me as always, it is.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. And another black hero bites the dust.
Oh.
Yowza! I guess that's why they had to bring Diggle back, but we'll get there.
Oh boy. So yes, we're going to be covering all the Arrowverse, but specifically, yes, the Black Lightning series finale. Hey, we got, what, 4 seasons?
But there were 13 episodes. One season was 16.
True.
Like let's not pretend like it ain't what it ain't, okay?
I gotcha, yep.
It never lived up to its potential. For better or for worse, I don't know why that is. It just didn't. After season 1,
They wanted to be their own thing. I mean, maybe we should, should they?
they had to be their own thing because, no offense to the rest of the Arrowverse writers' room, it's white, painfully white. They wanted the show to be black, very black.
Yes, yeah. Well, again, it's like, you could show up once a year for I thought Crisis went okay, and
But again, they probably saw the thing that I see in Diggle, and Laurel's best friend, and and Mr. Terrific, and every other black person in the Arrowverse. And hey, those are the vibes. I get it.
oh yeah.
Trust me, I get it.
Oh, I get it.
So it's like, I don't know. I think they really made a mistake with going with the older. Like, I like it personally, but like him being the older hero, having a family, and then focusing on his daughters when that's not what Black Lightning fans wanted.
We'll get it, CW. You know what we get, Lil.
I mean, we get a lot of disappointment, but
But again,
I thought the series finale specifically was like, damn.
and
Yep, he's a black man. Can't have a happy ending. Nope. Like, basically buried a lot. Like, wow. Like, come on.
well, the very end, he kind of got a happy ending, but yeah. And again, this season seemed to move quicker. That was my problem with some of the earlier seasons. Like, it didn't seem like it was.
Well, they had to wrap it up.
I know. Well, that's what I liked. I'm like, all right, we're getting somewhere. And then, all right, spoilers for those of you, if you didn't watch it, pause this or whatever. But so they got China back for the finale.
Well, that was always the plan.
Oh, was it? I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit, that was counted in her episode count. Was the finale. So.
Okay, so they cut it short, and they're like, okay, we'll get you for the finale. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so fake Jennifer was always supposed to be fake. Okay.
For all intent and purposes, yes. Well, to be fair, China's a little wishy-washy, so
True.
that's why I say what I say. If you know, you know. I'm not going to get too much into it because I do like China, but it is what it is.
But I did like that, though, when she reappeared. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Surprised me.
It was just, I don't know.
I know, but again, I think, like you were saying, like for the finale, it's like we could have gotten a little more Black Lightning.
Again, that's what happens when you cast a 43-year-old 5 years ago,
Oh.
And I love Cress Williams. Hey, just always remember, he dated Donna on Beverly Hills 90210, okay? And he was Scooter on Living Single. That's how I always remember him. Sorry, buddy.
And what's your problem with 43-year-olds, Love Hellfire?
Nothing at all. I'm just saying, to lead a superhero show, that was always going to be a problem.
Oh yeah, definitely. And
I mean, honestly, I never saw the show going past 5 seasons, and well, I'm great.
yeah. Oh my god! And I mean, we finally, we killed Tobias.
Yeah, that's about the best thing that happened.
But I'm like, they just like left him impaled up there on that rooftop. It's just like, yeah, they're having a party. It's like, wait, no one.
And that's how you know it's a black superhero show.
I know. I was like, wait, they're not going to call the cops or like bury the body themselves.
It's very Luke Cage, the Luke Cage of it all.
I was like, I mean,
the Blue Marvel of it all.
I mean, wasn't that like his power to like stay young? I'd be like worried he'd have a healing factor. If nothing else, I would be chopping up that body and like shipping.
Chop that head off and bury it in cement. You're damn straight.
Put it in a block of cement and drop it into the ocean. Yes, you're damn straight.
Come on, people. We all know. Yeah, that was my favorite thing about the episode. They really shouldn't have been trying to push Painkiller because we knew that spinoff was never going to happen.
You know what? When they first announced it, I was like, you know what? That sounds kind of dumb. But like the last couple weeks, it was kind of growing on me. I was like, you know what? I might be here for a Painkiller spinoff. But I'm like, I know they're not going to do it because if they don't do Green Arrow and the Canaries, if they don't do any of the
which they're not.
Yeah, but I'm saying with all the other spinoffs, they're not doing Wonder Girl. If they're not doing all those that are like, you know, kind of established DC properties, I'm like, they're not going to get the Painkiller, unfortunately. Because like I said, it's been growing on me. I like that. I've been liking what I've been seeing, especially when like, you know, two personalities were like duking it out with.
Remember, we're winding down the Berlanti universe. That's why that got called back. We're moving over to HBO Max. We're going to be very adult.
So why are we greenlighting Naomi, or is that going to be HBO Max?
Might have a reverse Stargirl on our hands. That's all that I'm going to say.
Come on, Love Hellfire, spill some tea. Come on.
It's not tea to be spilled, but when you think about it, and the talent behind it and who they want, we might have a reverse Stargirl where it starts off on the CW and gets moved over to HBO Max.
And we also got the announcement. Was it yesterday? They were saying, I guess the beginning of the Flash season 8, like was it the first 5 episodes? They're going to focus on, you know,
crossovers.
We might get a Black Lightning episode with him in the Flash. I wonder if we're going to be like. Weren't they talking about doing something with Stargirl? So I wonder if we're going to get a Stargirl episode. I wonder if we're going to like introduce Naomi here before her series, maybe.
I don't know if they want to taint that. Like Flash is on the way out. I'm sorry. Like they're trying to struggle to get to that 10-year marker. They're trying to do the Smallville thing, but I just don't feel like it's going to happen.
But I just wonder if they're going to like try to introduce her to, you know, not.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. They don't want to taint that. They don't want that to be connected.
But it's like they
want that to be. I'm surprised they're trying to do Stargirl because.
Yeah, they want the Flash audience.
We're trying to disconnect everything, you know? Because Flash is old now, you know? Like, she's still in high school. He's married with, like, 80 kids now in the future.
But, I mean, just, you know, I wonder, I think they want that Flash audience because I saw so many comments online, like, what?
Do you though? Because it's a very small audience now. I mean, yes, it's the best show on CW. I mean, the most ratings on the CW, but... Stargirl's younger and it'll grow once she, you know, especially now that we don't have to share that spotlight with DC Universe. Well, yeah, there's nothing but room to grow, so I'm just saying I don't think the demos mesh.
I hope so, but it's just I've seen comments for, you know, from all the people who don't read comics. What's Naomi? Who's Naomi? It's just like...
Well, Naomi's gonna have that Black Lightning problem too, so...
Yeah.
You know.
A black female, yes, a young.
Oh, she's gonna have it 10 times worse. It's gonna be Batwoman on steroids.
Because is that like a newer act? Oh, well, she has to be kind of like newer because she's younger. But I was like, at least Cress Williams was like a, you know, people knew who Cress Williams was.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, I think Naomi can stand on her own. Like, it's gonna be the comic book people that hold this show up. It's gonna be the people that are interested in the talent behind that book and all those things.
At least in the beginning. Yeah.
But yeah, can I just shout out to CW for making the worst business decision I've ever seen the CW make? And that's by going to 7 nights a week for original primetime programming. Sundays are not doing well. Why are we opening up to Saturday when everybody's out partying, especially your demographic, especially now that the pandemic's winding down?
Did you say Sundays?
No, Saturdays.
Oh,
Sundays aren't doing well, and they're opening it up to Saturdays. Now, true enough, they're going to have, like, reality or, very cheap, like, whose line is it anyway kind of stuff, but that's just spreading the marketing budget. It is insane to do this right now.
So do you think maybe... Wait, are they starting now, like in the summer? Like,
No, they're starting in the fall. The
Oh,
2021-2022 season.
Is it like prime time, like 8 o'clock and stuff?
Yeah, 8 o'clock to 10.
Okay. Oh,
Who's watching to see who's going to stay home from a hot date or drinking out at the bar, because that is their demographic. 13 to 27 is their demographic. Ain't nobody going to be at home at 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock watching that on Saturdays.
I know you were drinking at 13, but and again,
you know what I mean. You're out at the skating rink. You're out at the football games, like, or homecomings, things like that.
or maybe
It don't make sense.
Or again, like you said, some of the superhero stuff, they're reaching out to the male audience because they had a big female audience before. Maybe they're reaching out to the old people. Maybe for those old people who can't stay up for Saturday Night Live, for some comedy on.
Why would you ever deprive yourself of sleep for Saturday Night Live when you can just watch the clips on YouTube?
Yeah, and old people, Lilith, they don't know the YouTube stuff.
My grandma knows the YouTube, so I'm pretty sure old people know the YouTube. But yeah, no, like it's
What?
I was surprised that Black Lightning stayed on for as long as it did. I enjoyed the setting, that it was different because it was shot in Atlanta, but so is Vampire Diaries. So also Stargirl as well, but like it definitely had a different vibe from all the shows, and I just really was here for his wife. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like she never got anything interesting to do, unfortunately, like we were all hoping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
but the daughters were cool, just too much focus. I hate that it kind of became their show.
Yeah, no, like the acting and everything was great. I just some of the stuff
it was dry, it was slow, it was repetitive. It took all that time to kill Tobias, really?
Yeah, 4 seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you had to kill him. I mean, if they would have locked him up by season 2 or something. It's
they never let him be competent. It was a very much Oliver Queen and Arrow kind of thing. Like, you stopped one bomb, but the other one went off. Oh, Tommy died. Oh, your mom died. Like, honestly, he never really won anything on his own when you think about it. And that's kind of where Black Lightning kind of ends up as well, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I know they had to move along the pacing in the last season, but that last episode seemed quicker than anything I've ever seen on this show. I'm just like, boom, boom, boom.
No. Biggest waste of time. What happened to Lauren?
Wait, what?
We spent all that time, introducing her family, and then it's just, that was a waste of time this season.
Oh, yeah. Although I thought I heard somewhere that they said when China decided to leave that they didn't know that was their last season. So did they start filming this season and then they got the word that it was the last season? So did they have to?
Honestly, I couldn't say. I don't know what the hell happened.
But I'm just saying. I wonder if they had to start rewriting stuff and changing some direction because they found out it was their last season. Maybe.
I don't know. Editing's a mother effer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That I guess I'll leave it at that. Probably.
Oh boy.
But I'm just kind of sad that people really never got behind Black Lightning like they did for Luke Cage. It's kind of sad. Like, after the first season, literally nobody that I used to live tweet with, they just stopped live tweeting it for whatever reason.
I do think maybe it's too because it's CW. I mean, Luke Cage was Netflix, so it's like where people weren't interested in that because it was uncensored. They could do what they wanted. CW, you can't be.
It really wasn't even. I mean, it's on par. Their budget was on par in the storylines too. Don't at me. Y'all know it's true. I mean, outside of his stuff with like the Defenders and stuff, they're very much giving CW budget.
Oh, okay.
Daredevil's the only show that got a budget on Netflix out of the Marvel stuff. So,
well, because, but I mean,
Punisher, but that was later.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, unless you read comics, who were the household names out of that group? Daredevil and the Punisher.
Yeah.
So, I was gonna say,
just saying, with Netflix you can be different. With the CW you can be different. They could have chosen to give him a bigger budget like they did for Batwoman in her first season, I wonder what the difference is. $5 million plus budget on every episode in season 1 of Batwoman. I hesitate to say what the budget was for this show.
Whoa.
And how did that pan out for you working with Ruby Rose? That's all that I'm saying.
And then season 2, didn't they cut the budget on Batwoman?
Well, they had to.
Yeah.
I mean, every with TV, every year your budget gets cut, so you have to do more with less. But specifically, they wanted Batwoman to be a thing, and they specifically made her budget higher than any other CW DC TV show. And it was garbage. Y'all can at me if you want to, but y'all know what season 1 was. An absolute hot mess. Whereas season 1 of Black Lightning was definitely more focused. I thought the storytelling was much better, much more cohesive, much more character development.
Oh, yeah.
For what it's worth. I like season 1. Season 2 is okay, too, as well. It's just...
I mean, season 1 was very grounded, like, almost like in the real world, you know, but then it
exactly
goofier and goofier, yeah.
Yeah. Very much. It suffered the same problems that Arrow did, but for very different reasons.
And again, the end of the finale. Oh my God, can Lala just die already?
Okay, I thought I was the only one. Thank you. I don't have to be me. I don't have to be the only me person.
I mean, talk about cutting the head off and dropping it in the ocean. I mean, come on.
Ugh. I mean, how can you take somebody with the name Glaze? Seriously.
Whoa!
Look here, Toaster Strudel. I ain't got time for that.
Why? Oh, why?
I'm just saying, like, ooh, you don't have a physical form. How scary. Get out of here.
But again, I'm like I said, the painkiller kind of grew on me, so it's like I would have gave that a shot.
I wouldn't have, unless it was on CWC and it was like 5 minutes. CWC is where it's at. If y'all don't know, if y'all ain't hip to CWC, that's where some of the best CW stuff comes from.
I mean, you know what they should have did? Painkiller, they should have kept it out of the rest of the Arrowverse, just done like a straight up like spy action thing, and it's just like, you know, don't cross it over with anything, just keep it its own thing. Try to do like that season 1 of Black Lightning.
Honestly, I think Black Lightning was way better off doing its own thing. Like specifically that character doesn't mesh well with anybody else in the Arrowverse.
Well, again, like I said, it started in the real world, and they kind of kept like tweaking it, that, you know, to it.
So I mean, I think it would have done much worse had it been more like, I feel like the crossover stuff was very weak that they had for Infinite Crisis. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, they really didn't have anything. They basically just got, you know, showed the wave wiping everything out, and then he just showed up in like the Flash and stuff.
Exactly my point.
Yeah. Why I was wondering, was that the people on Black Lightning who were like, yeah, we're going to keep our.
Well, look, here's the thing. When Mark Pedowitz tells you to do something, you do something. So that goes down to Greg Berlanti. That goes down to the rest of whether or not they like it or not. They're still part under that Berlanti production, the whole thing. So,
I mean, they kind of gave her the Supergirl treatment. Cause remember that one crossover? All her part was at the end, Barry and Cisco jumped out of a portal and says, "Oh, we need you."
Exactly. I'm feeling a common theme here. That's all that I'm saying. CW's got to get it together, man. For as woke as they pretend to be, I see straight through the BS is all that I'll say. But I hope that we're able to, because, you know, Batwoman will probably be, well, it is confirmed, right, that next season is its last season, so.
Oh, did they confirm that? I wasn't sure if they did or not.
I'm pretty sure it's confirmed.
So
I think that's why they definitely picked up Naomi for that reason.
So what's going on about Batwoman is like, I mean, we recast Kate. Is she eventually taken over again? It's like, why didn't you just?
I don't think they can even do that if they wanted to. Do you know the outrage, the negative freaking attention that they would get from that?
That's what I figured. So I was like, what's the point?
Why did they do this?
Why did they recast Kate just so they could, you know?
Recast her to kill her?
I'm like, again, you should have just killed her. I mean, you could have had somebody face down in first episode of season 2. There's a body face down. Oh, Kate's dead.
Washing up in the Gotham Harbor, as you do.
She survived the plane crash, but she got too much of that Gotham River water.
If you know, you know. So yeah, it's just the CW DC TV shows are just in such a mess that I actually I'm very apprehensive about Naomi being on CW. I'm very apprehensive about Stargirl being on CW right now. They're just making one terrible decision after another.
Well, if the rest of the Arrowverse eventually,
What do we have left after Batwoman? Well, we have Legends and Flash.
Batwoman, Legends, Flash.
Well, Batwoman's done next year, so if they try to stretch out Flash to season 10, Supergirl's done this season.
Yeah. Superman and Lois.
Ooh, yeah. I always forget about that show.
Oh my God, did you watch it this week?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you missed the big revelation.
Tell me, spoil everything so I don't have to watch it.
Big spoilers, kids. Yeah, they ran it. They ran Captain Luthor's fingerprints, and they got a match with someone from this reality. And no, it's not Lex Luthor, Lil Hellfire. Brandishing his trademark weapon against Superman, the prince came back. Captain Luthor was actually John Henry Irons.
We don't talk about that guy!
Well, it wasn't Shaquille O'Neal.
I know, but still, it's still tainted.
So
that legacy is tainted!
So yes, he's actually John Henry Irons, not Luthor.
Well, of course they couldn't let a black guy be... Oh, I guess because Harley Quinn called dibs on a black Lex Luthor. I forgot. My bad. What was I thinking? If you don't know, yeah, that's what they said. If you don't know about that whole thing. Even though in the original animated series, he's not.
I mean, was that their plan from day one, that bait and switch us to say, "Hey, we got a black Luthor from the multiverse"?
Well, it didn't make sense, and it made people angry. So yeah, I think it was. It's just like I don't like the villain being a black guy. That's all that I have to say about that. Let alone, I don't like.
I mean, he still tried to kill Superman this episode. He put him under some red solar lamps, and yeah, he tried to kill him until the boys hit him with a truck.
Oh, are we doing the Smallville thing where every episode the truck gets wrecked and then magically fixed?
Pretty much, yeah. And then we got a stupid scene. Yeah, once they take out the solar lights, like Clark gets up and he's about ready to just really lay into him, and Lois is like, stop, he's down. It's like,
so you're still enjoying it? It's still fine. They're not putting too much drama on the kids in that love triangle with Lana's kids or whatever the hell they were trying to do there.
Some episodes there was too much kids, but this one they kind of laid back on the kids. It was more like Clark and Lois, and
Yeah, like when you gonna learn? I didn't come for the kids, baby doll. I came for Superman and Lois.
Although who is it? Jordan's his hearing's going haywire now. So yeah, he was like, because last episode he basically collapsed on the front porch, and Clark had to whisk him off to the fortress. So.
Oh, poor thing. Now you know what I thought would have been funny if one of them gets all the cool powers but can't fly, and then the other kid just gets the power of flight.
Well, that's what I thought they were going to do with in the first episode. Is they were going to split the powers down the middle or something. Half one of them's going to get half, and the other one's going to get the other half.
Just give me flight. I don't want the rest of that. Oh, flight and of course invulnerability. Those two things have to go hand in hand.
Well, I don't know if you saw last week's episode, but Jonathan.
No, I'm not watching that show. You know how I feel about that show.
Jonathan is not invulnerable.
Not yet. Wait until real puberty kicks in.
Because Jordan was about to get in a fight with a football player. He threw a punch at him, and his brother stepped in the way and threw his hand up, and he broke his brother's hand.
I mean, I'm just telling you, it takes 18 years of Earth's sun for half humans. That's all I'm saying. The minute they turn 18, I'm telling you, it's on like Donkey Kong. But I'm glad that people are still enjoying it. I don't see a lot of people really talking about that show online anymore either. So the buzz has definitely died down.
I think the break kind of hurt it, because what did they do? They do 4 or 5 episodes, and they had to take a break because COVID or something. So that's when they put on Supergirl for a couple weeks, and then that took its mid-season. Now let Superman and Lois.
They're never gonna learn, bro. Like those, bro, we've been hungry for original content. There ain't no way in the world all your shows should be popping online with all that buzz. Like, there's just no way.
Again, I think they said they had to do because it was like, I don't know if there was someone tested positive over there or something. So.
That happens. But hopefully everybody by the end of summer will be waxed, vaxxed, and relaxed like I am.
Nah.
That's the goal, guys. Get it together.
I love how she acts all hip and cool, but meanwhile she has a couch in her house just for the dogs. A full couch, people.
Full leather couch. Yeah.
A human butt has never touched.
I live alone. I'm a crazy old dog lady. What do you want from me?
You talk about people with kids, and you're like, man, that couch is just for my dogs.
My dogs are better behaved than most people's kids. That's all that I'm saying.
I was gonna say,
I don't appreciate that I can't take them to a restaurant.
Oh my god! I know kids would love that.
But the Flashes, they're trying their best.
We're defeating enemies with love, Lil Hellfire.
Care Bears. At first, I thought we were going to be Power Rangers, but nope. Turns out we're Care Bears. Team Flash or Care Bears.
Different colors, shooting lights and stuff. Yep. Although we kind of wrapped up. I don't know if you watched this week's episode. We kind of wrapped up the.
Of course, I did, because
Because what?
Because I had to.
You don't watch Superman and Lois.
I don't feel like that's super connected because I don't feel like Supergirl's super connected. There, I said it. I'm not attached to those shows because they're tangential to the main Arrowverse as far as I'm concerned.
I mean,
no, they wish they were super connected. They wish.
That's right. No, it's Supergirl. The problem this season is like, I don't know if she was still, on maternity. It's like,
man, that show has gone downhill. Like, they shouldn't even call it Supergirl anymore. They should just call it DOE at this point or whatever.
I was gonna say everyone else had more screen time than her this season so far.
It happens, man. Like, it's. I don't like my superhero shows as ensembles. I don't know how much I can stress that. Why
do we do that? Do we do that so we try to get a mixed group so like everyone can see themselves somewhere and All
I'm saying is, yeah. Oh, what's that show? I'm not okay with this. Focus. I mean, it's tangentially superhero, comic book related, but I'm saying it focused on that character, and a lot of people liked it because it focused on the one character and we didn't focus on really anything else but that character. I'm just saying, try it for a change. You might be pleasantly surprised.
True. Again, because I'm trying to, because you think about like some of the, or like think about the John Wesley Shift Flash, then think about this Flash. So it's like, do we like a big ensemble?
Well, that was a very small team. That was 3 people, not 20.
Yeah, true. That's what I'm saying.
Every single DC superhero show turns into this weird ensemble cast where there's like 90 people in whatever Star Labs, the Arrow Cave, DOE. It's just like, God, more people know the secret than don't.
Okay, I should have known it was you, Russell. Yes, because he's on a
Russell!
He's on a question kick now these days. Give the question an HBO Max series.
I thought we are.
Didn't
we have?
Spill some tea. Spill some tea.
No, I thought I read an article that said the question was going to get spun out of GCPD, but that could have been We Hearted or something to that effect. But it makes sense for me.
I mean,
I know that they're working on a question property for something, and I would just assume that it would be HBO Max.
You heard it here first, Russell.
No, you didn't hear it here first. Don't quote me on that, but I read a lot, and it's hard to keep it straight, honestly, because it's so much rumor and innuendo.
He says the Spectre 2, not all of her Spectre.
Well, I mean, you can't be mad about that.
I think do it. Come on, where's our Justice League Dark? Come on, Spectre, Constantine, Zatanna.
That should have been the animated series that's being made, but, that's just my 2 cents. Like, they don't, I swear, like, the CW, WB, Warner Brothers, Warner Media as a whole is just a terrible organization.
Give us a TVMA animated series, yeah,
I mean, Spawn's in the works, so...
Oh, yeah, just like that movie we keep hearing about in the last 20 years.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh yeah, because we're getting. Oh yeah, Todd McFarlane's making his push. King Spawn is coming.
Yeah, he is making his push, so it's gonna happen. Well, yeah, I mean, you got Titans.
Again, Etrigan. Yeah. Again, Justice League Dark, man.
The things, I mean, honestly, just call me CW or DC, somebody. I'll get you together real quick, because it's obviously y'all are struggling. Because look at The Flash. That plot line this season is a mess.
Or like, HBO Max. Let's do some Justice Society. I mean, it's getting a new book again by Jeff Johns.
Honestly, I don't want HBO Max to do Justice Society. I would prefer for that to be on Cartoon Network, but like the late block of Cartoon Network.
Ew.
I'm just saying more eyes. I want more eyes, so more merch, so we don't have a Teen Titan situation ever again.
She wants a Jake Garrick helmet kid.
I really do. The Etsy ones just don't cut it. But yeah, the state of the Arrowverse has me very sad. It's going to be the end of an era pretty soon, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, really, it was the end of the era with Arrow, because I just literally stopped watching everything. Like, I'll just binge watch stuff, like 2-3 episodes at a time. I don't live watch. I don't live tweet.
I don't want you raging, but yeah, I believe Flash is off next week, and then the week after, I believe, is Carlos' last episode.
I know. That's definitely why I'm going to live watch the hell out of that.
Oh.
I'm sorry, like, I used to love Carlos, but that whole don't be wishy-washy with me. I will turn on you so quick. Go back to Broadway, sing a sad song. I don't care at this point. No, because it brought the momentum down of the season before last. It's like, Cooper, get off the pot, kiddo.
Oh my God! And then Killer Frost is out of jail again. We kind of wrote that real quick. It's like, oh yeah, made a deal. Yeah, okay.
Well, that when you got Mama Cecile,
That's true. And then she pulled a little hellfire. Now she's falling for the pretty bad boy who's not good for her. The himbo.
No. That's what happened. That's what happens to guys that date me. That doesn't happen to me. They're just stupid. That's why they fall for me, because they're stupid.
Oh my.
There, I said it. I called myself out. It's fine.
With the pretty person who's not good for them.
So yeah, I feel so bad for Killer Frost's character. Like, we could have had something, but they've been messing up.
I know, I'm like...
Just bring Ronnie back from the dead already. Give her happy ending and write that character off. She is doing nothing on Team Flash.
We're also going to say, are we going to keep, is Danielle Panabaker going to keep doing double duty, or is one of them going to leave or get killed off or something, leaving the other one?
Preferably, it's Caitlin, and Killer Frost stays around. Caitlin has overstayed her welcome. I don't know how to tell y'all this, but Caitlin's useless.
That's what I'm thinking. They're going to pull a Angel Season 5. Yeah, they're going to kill her off and keep Frost.
We don't talk about Illyria, Philip! God damn it! Why do you have to do this to me?
I know, Will.
I'm still not over it. Like 20 years later, I'm still not over it.
I know, it's a hole in your world. We get it. Oh my God, I remember that episode. I was like, wait a minute. They just killed off Cordelia. They're not going to kill off Fred. And I was like, oh, what?
Well, close enough.
Well, 2020 hindsight. Look who was in charge of that whole thing.
Well, we already knew a little bit. If you ever go re-listen to our Angel, our Angel podcast, the shade that I give without saying, it's like.
But we know a lot more now.
Oh yeah, I can't even rewatch Buffy. I can't do it.
Oh man, he tried to crush Gal Gadot. He was like, no.
Anywho, let's not talk about that justice hole.
Oh.
I don't know. I have high hopes for Stargirl. I have high hopes for Naomi, but I don't care about the rest of this stuff. I really don't.
Have you been watching Legend?
Yeah, it's Legends. It's your fun feel. It's the Marauders of DC TV. Does it make sense? No. Is it fun? Is it fun to watch? Yes. Are there pretty people and pretty things to look at? Yes. Is it funny? Yes. Does it take your mind off your Sunday existential dread for Monday morning? Yes.
And again, just like the Mick and his meta commentary, it's like a revolving door.
And that's what he's here for at this point, until he's not.
Exactly. So is Katie Lots getting tired of the show too? Because I mean, I think the last episode or two we haven't even seen her. It's just like, okay.
Well, it's about time they gave other people things to do. No shade.
Oh yeah.
And again, with an ensemble cast that big, she is the main star. Let's just be real. So if she wants time off, she gets time off.
Oh yeah, with Brandon, Ralph, and everybody else going. Yeah, she's like the number one.
She was the number one. It's always been her show. Like, let's just be honest. Especially after what's his face left.
Yeah, Rip Hunter left. Yeah.
Not him. Nobody was really there for him. Captain Cold. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah.
My brain hurts. After he left, that became her show.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely. Do you think they've been using Constantine well in this or
nope?
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Nope.
Just the whole singing episode one, I was just like, oh my god, we're doing this to Constantine.
I can't. I'm like, it's 2021. We don't do singing episodes of TV shows anymore.
I'm like, we're doing this to Constantine. Oh my god, remember how like hyped Charlie was for the beginning of this season of Legends, and like last week he's like, yeah, notice we didn't talk about Legends this week. Yeah, he got turned off by that whole singing contest episode.
Welcome to my world of how I still never watched that episode duet of The Flash.
I mean,
refuse to do it.
It wasn't bad for what it was.
Is what it is. I'm just saying, not for nothing. I don't do singing episodes. I've done Buffy once more with feeling, only once, the live watch. I have never rewatched it again. Never. I don't do it. It's a turnoff to people, bro. Yeah. It's a big risk.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially you're trying to bring in the street.
And nobody was really a good singer either, so.
You're gonna say that about Jesse Martin? Or how dare you?
I mean, there's no Rent.
How do you know? You didn't even watch it.
I know, because I know.
You watched it. You don't know what's going on there.
No, I didn't. I watched a clip. I never watched the whole episode.
Oh, well, who was singing?
Melissa.
Oh, well.
And Grant.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was like, save that for Glee, buddy.
I don't think they were bad, but I think everyone else was better than those two.
Okay.
So.
I'm still not going to watch it, but yeah.
I know.
I never liked Glee, so I'm just not that person.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah. Is there any other news besides those 5 Flash crossovers for the CW Arrowverse?
Oh, I think they said. Oh, yeah, because I think they said that. I don't know when it's coming, but the season finale of Superman and Lois. Didn't they say? What's his face is directing the season finale? Harrison Wells.
Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah, Tom Cavanaugh is going to be directing the season finale of Superman and Lois.
That's good for him.
So I'm assuming, maybe, again, this is his last season of The Flash. Maybe he's going to, like, pull a big one, just, start directing instead of acting on these things.
Well, it's sad to see him go, but that'll force the storytelling to go somewhere.
Why,
they won't have to rely on that anymore.
I saw the thing they were... did you see the behind-the-scenes pictures? I guess sometime. Maybe it's the last episode of the season. I don't know, but it looks like Barry and Eobard have to team up to take down Godspeed.
I mean, I'm glad that they got Godspeed correct this time. I'm glad that all it took was a crisis on multiple Earths for them to fix that. But I don't think it requires a team up of those two.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, who knows what they're going to do, especially if this is like his last appearance as Eobard, Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they're just like, oh yeah, let's, all you actors, if you want to direct, yes, please direct. We don't have to bring Kevin Smith back.
No, it's not even that. It's as actors get older or just, more seasoned in the industry, they know where it's at is behind the camera. And so they can kind of flex their muscle on set a little bit and go, hey, I really want to direct an episode, and start building their resume so that they can branch out. Like, look at Amanda Tapping from Stargate SG-1. She does a lot of sci-fi shows now. Just saying. That's just kind of a thing that you want to do as you get older. You don't want to have to constantly be on like a restricted diet. You want to eat a damn cupcake. I get it. Go behind the camera. It's more money to be made.
Oh yeah, and I'll shout him out again. I've been listening to the Delta Flyers podcast. Yeah, the what's his face who played Tom Paris. That's all he does is he directs a ton of stuff now.
I mean, LeVar Burton, if you want to keep it in that family, yeah, true, definitely. True. Well, Michael Dorn did some directing too, as well, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, Jonathan Frakes does a ton of it.
My favorite example is Jason Priestley from 90210. Although he doesn't even direct anymore, but yeah, he used to like back in the late 90s, early 2000s. He directed surprisingly quite a few episodes of different things, not just 90210. So
nice. Oh yeah, LeVar Burton's a director now. He may soon be the host of Jeopardy.
That would be so nice. Like, start your childhood with Reading Rainbow and end it with LeVar Burton on Jeopardy. Like, that's kind of a flex. I like that for us, guys. I like that for us.
As a kid, you watch Reading Rainbow, and then as you get to be old, yeah, you get to end your life watching them on Jeopardy, yeah.
Get to see them 5 days a week again. That would be awesome.
hey, man, who's gonna outlive us all?
Probably. But yeah, Black Lightning. Overall, as a series, it's not bad, but I don't think it's gonna age well.
Yeah, true.
To quote Diggle, that did not age well.
Well, I mean, you get far enough out. Do you think any of these CW shows are going to age well?
I think Arrow specifically will be okay.
Okay, yeah.
Because they kept it as grounded as they could. If you take all the crossovers out, it's a fairly well, until season 8 with all the shenanigans with the daughter, but okay, first 5 seasons, pretty solid.
Hey man, William is still being held hostage somewhere.
So I'm saying he's still bleeding out in those streets. Never forgive. We were robbed of Wildcat and a proper Laurel backstory, origin of becoming Black Canary. I will never be over it.
Is that like when we talk about comic books changing creative teams? It's like, did they get new writers and they just left Wildcat bleeding out on this?
Well, actually, the J.R. Ramirez, they didn't lock down his contract, and he went to go do a show called Power, where he got killed off, I think, in season 1 as well. But now he's doing Manifest, which is doing surprisingly pretty well. It's about that plane that disappeared and then came back, kind of like 4400, but on a plane.
Yeah, I've seen the commercials, yeah. Oh, good for him.
I watched the first season. It was intriguing, but I stopped watching TV for the most part. If it ain't on YouTube or Netflix, I don't care. If I can't binge it, I don't want to watch it.
I got my shows on YouTube.
I watch way too much YouTube.
And TikTok?
Way too much. I only give myself 2 hours on TikTok. So once in after I get off work and 1 hour before I go to bed. Yeah, because it's addictive. So you have to pace yourself.
So I hear from people in Alaska. Yeah.
You should give it a try. It's maybe not.
she's like, yeah, just try crack once. Yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for that. Never mind. Russell, you should try.
Oh.
Russell would like it. He's younger than me. He'd like it if he's not already on TikTok.
All you youngsters would like it. Connor McKenna.
I'm not young. Like, I love feeling like an old person. Get off my lawn on TikTok. It is the best feeling in the world. It's like there's all the 25-year-olds that are too old, and I'm just here for it. They're like, you're geriatric millennials, and I'm like, what about Gen X and Boomers? Like, whoa, what's going on here?
I don't think the Boomers even know what TikTok is.
Oh, they're on there. That's the crazy thing.
Really?
It's just, like I said, I don't want to be responsible for anybody's addiction, but like, you can track you can like just type in like a search term, like say DC Comics or Marvel Comics, and there's such great commentary on it. Of course, you have the trolls, as you do, but it's all about your filter. I'm enjoying it. Keeps me bitter in my fandom. But on that note, we should definitely go. I just can't believe the Arrowverse has lasted this long. Like, they've done better than anybody could have ever expected. And I'm proud of them in a weird, perverse way.
So, do you think Flash is 8 going to be it, or are they going to try?
I think they're going to do the 10. Okay. It's going to be painful to watch if they can get the budget, because it's no telling with Warner Media at this point.
And the cast is going to shrink down too, because with Cisco gone, is the girlfriend going to be going with him? And then we're not going to have any.
Can we get rid of Chester?
Well, I think he's our Cisco replacement, isn't he?
We don't need a replacement. Can I just? I feel like after 8 seasons, I still don't know who the hell Barry is, because we don't get enough screen time with him.
I know what happened to the guy who built, built all this stuff in the future. It's like, come on. Yeah, exactly.
So, and that's why we haven't had time for Iris, blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying.
I mean, I guess you could get rid of most of that, a lot of that cast. It's like blow up Star Labs, just have them, at the time when it runs out,
So just blow it up. I mean, it's getting broken into every other episode anyway, so.
Seriously, that was the Eobard thing, and blowing up. Again, I mean, Arrow, they got a new Arrow cave in season 4. It's like
season 2 and season 4, right?
Yeah. So it's like
I miss Verdant. I'm old school. I miss Verdant, man.
We need either makeover Star Labs or maybe it's time for something new.
I feel like it's time for something new for Flash, but in the 8th season, people tend to not mix it up too much. That's more of a season 4, season 5 thing. Even a season 7, because a lot of shows don't get past season 7, especially on the CW.
Or just fix up that hangar.
I've been waiting.
Our Hall of Justice,
Can we take it back to the pilot and just maybe that airfield? Yeah, some fresh air.
Have Flash working out of that Hall of Justice, and that'll work into those first 5 episodes next season. Oh hey, Black Lightning.
I don't think they want to build a new set. I feel like that set was CGI, I don't know, something.
Yeah, I think
something weird.
Well, the outside was something, but the inside you could do anything on a soundstage or whatever.
True, but they don't want to build it. I'm telling you, when you get past the 7th season of a TV show, the budget gets so small.
That's true.
But yeah, I feel like if Flash wants to go the Smallville route and do 10, they better make season 10 a hell of a season. I mean, we've already done the Crisis, so what's left?
I'm just waiting for the memes when Flash hits season 9 and 10 of Grant standing over that grave, Arrow that says Arrow season 8.
Yeah, exactly. But are you only in it for the memes, sir? Because I know I am at this point.
Oh, I love that meme, man. Just him over that grave.
Remember when you shot me in the back?
Hey, remember Arrow season 9 and 10? Oh, wait, no, we don't.
Poor Stephen Amell's trying to come back, too. He's like, I think I might have made a mistake here.
Oh, what? Is he trying to come back in the Arrowverse? Ooh.
I mean, y'all ain't heard that from me, but
I thought they said they would do Arrow again in a heartbeat if he came back, or no?
Do I want to say this? Should I say this? After season 5, he was kind of a prima donna and difficult to work with, and he was very upset that his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Casey Jones thing didn't pan out.
Oh, why?
So, I mean, the further you get away from a TV show, the more juice and dirt people are willing to spill, is all that I'm saying, and I was here for it. So, but yeah, no, that's just the pleasantry that people say in the business.
Isn't he doing some wrestling show now or something?
Couldn't tell you. He's not taking his shirt off. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, I thought someone was saying. Yeah, I thought someone was saying. Yeah, he's doing some wrestling.
Who is he, the Miz? Like what? I mean, that's where he should have went. He should have went to what is that? The next league for WWE or whatever.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know what he's doing, and I don't care.
We're half of those wrestlers, like John Cena's on what is that? Wipeout now, where it's like you basically call
John Cena saw The Rock and said, ooh, I want to get in on some of that Fast and Furious franchise. I'm just like, you've ruined the franchise! Get out! For the love of God, get out!
That should be Stephen Amell. I mean, he should be like, a commentator on like American Ninja Warrior or something.
Hello? Ooh, they don't do Beastmaster on Netflix anymore. That actually would have been very perfect for him. Sylvester Stallone must have ran out of money. But on that note, my ADHD is kicking in, and I don't want to keep you guys any longer than you have to be here. So,
She spilled enough tea tonight.
unintentional.
All right, kids. So yes, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Black Lightning. Should we do this again for Flash?
Let's do it for the finales of like Flash and Superman and Lois. I should be able to binge it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I can talk about it.
Okay. So yeah, kids, we'll be back for the finales and probably for Flash season 8 premiere.
Oh, we'll definitely do Stargirl and stuff too. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I just mean we do so many shows. I didn't know how much. But yeah. Oh yeah. When's Stargirl starting? Is that?
It's the summer, so.
I thought it was July or August. I thought.
Yeah, let me just double check.
Probably because the seasons run so late. They're probably waiting for air.
Is it August 10th? Really? That's what they're saying?
Well, yeah,
it can't be.
Well, because the shows started so late and everything, they're probably waiting for Flash and Superman and everybody to wrap up their season. Probably.
That is true. I forgot how how far along we are. I'm like, wait, it's May and we don't have finales. Like the pandemic has ruined my TV schedule, which is why I don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah, because think about it. It's the last.
I'm like, shouldn't Star City? I was like, shouldn't Central City be on fire by now?
Seriously, it's the last week of May. Everything should be wrapped up by now. But yeah, no, it's like what's Flash's. What is it?
I don't know how we're ever going to get back on schedule. I really don't.
Why? I think they're going to short it.
They said that they're definitely coming back mid-October like they used to next season. So
yeah, so that's the thing. They're probably just going to get a short break in between and get right back to work probably. So.
Oof. I'm ready to get back to normal where a show starts in October, ends in May with that long ass Christmas break in between.
I think this fall we're going to get back to normal. Yeah, schedule wise.
Here's hoping I can actually hear about the Arrowverse next season.
Oh, but do you see, was it Berlanti or somebody? It was like when they were announcing those Flash episodes, they were like the Arrowverse, or as he called them, the CW verse,
Ooh, he kissing booty. He know he mad about that. He know he made the CW what it is today. I would be so personally offended if I was Greg Berlanti. He made if it wasn't for him, Riverdale would not be a thing. That's his other universe on the CW. Like, come on. That is rude as hell. I'll die on that hill for him. And y'all know how I feel about Berlanti, and I will die on that hill for him. That's rude as hell.
See, kids, I know how to push those buttons.
Yes, you do.
All right, so yes, we'll be back for the finales of Flash and Superman and Lois. Yeah, but hey, in the meantime, send us your thoughts. I mean, we can read them on other shows or when we get those finales. Hey, what do you think, John Henry Irons? Even had the hammer.
Somebody get Shaq on the phone. At least I'd be entertained.
Oh my! All right, so send your thoughts, kids. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Thank you, Lilith. And remember, you can still follow Legends of the Arrowverse on Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to all of the various social medias for all of our many, many shows. Links to this YouTube channel. Please go subscribe. We're so close to 169.
Make Mama proud. Get me to 169. Hello.
No. Again, watch her spill her tea in crystal clear HD video. So yes, links to this, links to our Patreon, more and more things coming there. Hard R movie reviews, Uncensored Wade's World. Oh yeah, that's right. We got our we're gonna have a Deadpool 30th anniversary special. Well, on the regular podcast and on Patreon. And subscribe to Patreon now, and you'll get from the vault 7 episodes of our long Halloween review.
From the vault, you're so cute.
The vault, man. It's like 2015, 2016. Hey, man, we're Disney. From the vault. We locked it. go subscribe to Patreon now before we lock them back in the vault. So yes, links to Patreon, links to merch. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
So all of that, find it all in one place. Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio.
Get yourself some some high quality in-ear headphones for your podcast and music listening needs.
Hear Lilith, bash the Arrowverse in crystal clear HD quality.
Just the rage. Like, I'm sorry, Charlie. I am a very toxic DC fan. I don't want to be in a non-toxic DC. If I can't vent and go off, I don't want to be in that fan club. I don't want to be in that fan group.
But I'm like, really? These people get on his case? I'm like, I see people mouthing off on them about stuff, and I'm just like, they don't read comics. They don't know nothing.
We're the worst kind of nerds, but it's true. That's how I feel.
I mean, well, again, don't act like an expert, but you've never picked up a comic book. It's like, you could be a fan and just watch this stuff. That's fine, but don't pretend you're like some, scholarly expert on stuff.
Yeah, you didn't give a lecture.
You didn't sit through... no, I was going to say, you didn't sit through 90s comics, kids. You can't comment.
On that note.
You didn't sit through Mullet Superman.
Look, or Mullet Nightwing.
Now Lil's pushing my buttons. All right. So, and make sure you pick up Hunt a Killer.
Michelle Gray needs your help because all Arrowverse heroes are incompetent and the killer always gets away. So Michelle Gray needs your help. If you want to feel fulfilled by hunting a killer, do that. Use the handy dandy code Southgate on both Tweaks Audio and to Hunt a Killer for a handy dandy discount. Southgate.
And sometimes it's good to turn off the TV and go pick up a book. Go pick up the book. Yes. Now with digital paperback. Audio version coming soon. Learn all about podcasting from some experts and Robert Southgate.
And if you don't want to read that book necessarily, you can always go to Amazon. But when you do, be sure to use that link down in the show notes when you go to Amazon.
That's right, Lil Hellfire. Yes, because it doesn't affect you at all, but helps us support all our shows, the Southgate Media Group Network, and that man...
That menace in a hood!
That man you thought was one thing and turned out to be a completely other man with a hammer, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain.
Nice.
So says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. Mark my words. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
Lilith.
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire69. Coming out of the bush? I gotta stop drinking, man.
Why?
You hit him right in the face with that sack. So it's not Christmas time yet.
Hello, Santa. All right, kids. Again, thank you for joining us. Come back for the Flash and Superman and Lois. I wonder if those are on the same week or not. Well, Superman started a week earlier before Flash. So did they get the same episode count? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. But Superman did take a bigger break too. So. I don't know. I'm trying to catch the positive calls.
It's Wonder Woman.
Oh, is it? It's hard to tell. Okay, yeah.
And she's got her kangaroo.
I think that's likely the kangaroo. I didn't know you might like that.
Out of the pouch, boing!
Hey-o! All right, folks. So again, season finales. Until then, we will be back.
And not such a flash.